Hello friends, and welcome to today's cash stuffing video. This is going to be cash stuffing actually for the next week. I normally stuff for a fortnight at a time, so 2 weeks at a time. We have a few things that are going on, so I'm going to be stuffing pretty much just the basics and kind of the bare minimum here for week 1, and then we'll see what happens after this weekend and what are we going to have left for week 2. If you're curious as to why the little mix-up, I will cover that as I go through the cash stuffing, so stick around and find out. I am starting with my smaller variable cash binder first. If you are going Erin, you usually have a black Moterm A7. Where did this pink one come from? This was sent to me by Elle at the Envelope Diary, and she's selling these in her Etsy shop, and I will have her shop linked in the description down below. She had sent me this to do a review, which I did, and my phone ate the file. I cannot get it out or get it up. So I will be refilming that, but it is essentially, they are made to be similar to the Moterm. So this is the black one that I usually use. I like having a smaller A7 because of the size of handbag that I use. This is predominantly my daily handbag that I use. A little bit dirty right now. She needs to go in for a clean, but the smaller size fit in quite nicely. You can actually even fit 2 of them in there, whereas I would not be able to fit a larger size or even a larger size of my wallets that I tend to have. So for my day-to-day use, really like it. So I'll be redoing my review, but overall, almost spot on in terms of size, design, and even as you can see, holding all of the same amount of envelopes that my black Moterm has, is able to do at a fraction of the price. So really actually quite impressed with it. And in fact, one thing that it has that the particular Moterm I use didn't have, because I didn't get the luxe, is that it does have the 2 snap points, allowing some extra room as well. And what I also like is that it is nice and it's padded on the inside. So it's not, so again, it's very similar to the Moterm. The Moterm has a nice, it has a nice kind of a thick padding, so you're not just feeling like cardboard or something to give it some stiffness in there. So this is what I've been using. Yes, I went with pink. I know I am traditionally a black and white girl, but pink goes with white quite nicely. And sometimes you want to just girly things up a bit. So cannot speak highly enough about Elle. Thank you, Elle, so much, not just for sending this out, but also sending a discount code for any viewers, particularly if you are here in Australia, to use in your store. I know you're running a bit low on this particular style, but that you have other styles that you have taken pre-orders for and that you will be having delivered soon as well. Going to jump straight in for variable expenses. I am not putting anything into personal this week. $200 going into groceries, so $51.52. And Tay using the uglier bills, or not the ugly bills, the older bills, because they will get spent. $200 going into to grocery. And by the way, thanks to all of you that were very supportive of my little grocery haul that I did. I had initially made that just for Marlene, and then she was like, you should release it. And I was like, okay. So I did, and it's completely unedited. It doesn't even have a thumbnail, but it shows kind of what my $200 purchases for me and my husband for a week's worth of food. $50 going into household, $100 that is going to be set aside for my husband, $50 in spend for me. I'm trying to cut back my spending money because I'm just buying a lot of coffee, like a lot of coffee lately. Well, not coffee, I don't drink coffee, but chai teas, which have caffeine in them as well. Now, fuel. Fuel is getting $450 this week. So $150 is for my normal amounts, And then another 300 because this weekend we are driving up to Bundaberg. It's about a 4-hour drive from where we are. We have to take both of our vehicles. So we're going to need an extra at least 300 in fuel for driving all the way up there with both vehicles while towing and all the way back. So that's why a lot of the other stuffing is a little bit, not even a little bit on hold. It's a lot on hold for that to see just how much extra we're going to need to have there. And then my bestest boys, they have their appointment with Mel, their groomer. She is coming to make them all beautified so that they look pretty and they smell good on the trip because they will be joining us for this trip. So they've got $55 there. And that takes care of the variable binder. And again, as you can see, you've seen me using my Moterm before. It still closes just the same, just as nicely with all of the other envelopes in there. So really, really happy with it and really happy with the quality too. As you can see from the, I started with just around like $11,020, not 11,000. Oh my gosh, that would be great. 1,120. Not a whole heck of a lot left over for cash stuffing. And so that just means that not as much is going into our sinking funds, but we're still going to be putting some in there that I like to ensure that we get money in there each week. So car regos is going to get another $100. And we do have one coming due for one of the bikes, and then we also have, I just got notification for another one. So that's going to give us now, I've got quite a bit in the bank. So I've got $17.50 in the bank, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 556, 20, 30. So 630 plus 1750. What is that? So $2,380 now set aside for regos. And if you think that is a lot, just look at any of the cash stuffers in Australia that save up for their regos. Doesn't matter if they're in Queensland, New South Wales, Western Australia, Victoria, Northern Territory, Tasmania. That's just the cost of car registration here, mainly because we have insurances built into our car registration. So every car on the road in Queensland, if it is registered, it is insured. So if you get in an accident and they are at fault, the damages and such to your car are covered, no out of pocket or anything for you. It's really helpful to have there. For car servos, I'm gonna just go straight to Gaz's motorcycle. She is going to be getting $50. We realize that she is going to be due for her service in about 12 weeks. So that gives us 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 10. So 110, we're gonna need about $500 for her. So this is where we're going to be focusing, getting that money really, really in there. I might actually do some switching around where I take even out of mine because my car only goes in, it's looking like she's only going to be going in about every 7 to 8 months for that. The only other one in here getting money is going to be camp costs. So our Australia adventures. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and $50 is in here. And then subscriptions is going to be another that we need to put money into. And subscriptions is going to get $15, giving us 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, which we're actually looking at picking up another subscription for Binge because House of Dragons is finally being released. In fact, it is going to be released on the day this video comes out, Monday the 22nd. And we were very, very big Game of Thrones fans, having read the books first. House of Dragons, we're looking very much to seeing what some of the prequel is going to look like. The last $10 I will actually put into the stupidity fund for my dogs. That is going to take care of, I guess, what is the high priority binder. I do have from the past few weeks some additional 5s. So this was from our cash spending. I always set my 5s away along with all of my change, which if you watched my video on Friday, you will see that I found a way to go about counting my coins with a $1,000 coin challenge. So I will be having another one of those videos coming up. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, $45. So an extra $45 that can go into what is more the fun binder. These are the nice to haves. These are not needs. These are, these are wants. So if we can get additional in there, fantastic. If we don't, we make do with the amount that we have. So $5 going into our anniversary. We have a goal of $200 for that. So we've got 20, 30, no we don't. We have 20, 25, 30, 35. Trying to give myself more money than we have. So $35 is in anniversary. For my birthday, give myself $5. 20, 40, 50, 55, $60 now in. For Gaz, his birthday, he will also get $5. So he also he's got 55. For Peyton, he is technically fully funded in his. We set $500 aside for him. That $500 is in the bank. Still haven't filled in his tracker, but his completion card is there. So he will get another $5. This is just starting to save up for his birthday next year. So when he's going to turn 25 this year, and then he will be 26, and that is a really, really big birthday. It's a really big birthday for him. Gifts, we'll just keep plugging away, going $5 onto $5 into gifts. So we've got 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 for that. Nope. Easter will get $5. That's an easy one to count. There's $10 in there. $5 for Father's Day. Which is coming up here in just a couple of weeks here in Australia, but he's definitely not getting anything considering that he just bought another Jeep and Jeep parts. Not that I have any problem with that. We enjoy working on our vehicles, and yes, I do work on our vehicles with him. I have no problem getting my elbows in and getting dirty and getting greased up. So Mother's Day has $25. And then, self-care or the wedding. I'm gonna go with self-care this time around. Yeah. And then I don't have a 5 that I can color in, but the next time I do, I'll probably color in, or actually, oh yeah, I've got 20. So you know what? Yes, I'll color in the puppies because that is $10. And I love my puppies. If you have watched my channel, you would know they are a huge, huge part of my life and my overall well-being. Make sure I get out of bed whether I want to or not, having to take them for walkies and snackies, and sometimes when you're focusing on taking care of other things, you remember to take care of yourself as well. Let me know if you agree in the comments below, particularly if you are a fur parent. Do they help keep you on track with looking after yourself? And that is going to be everything that goes in. So nothing going into Christmas. We'll see what we have to stuff next week after we see what money we have left, from this trip. So yeah, another video for that coming out on next Monday for that. A few other things that I have kind of in the works. If you didn't notice, I have changed my channel name along with my Etsy shop name. So just kind of consolidating everything down into one. And if you haven't seen my Instagram, I do have a giveaway that is going on there. And you can enter it here as well. I've been sitting on making color coordinated envelopes, so the vinyl will match the labels. It's very rainbowish. And so to make up the pictures for Etsy, I need some ideas of what to put as labels on the envelopes. So this will ship anywhere in the world that is available to be shipped to. I know Ozpost sometimes does have restrictions. And there's 9 envelopes total. So you would just let me to know what 9 categories do you think I should put on each one, and then make sure that you are following, and that way I can get in contact with you. So you can leave that here. You can do that over on my Instagram as well. Again, this is going to be a common theme as I make up new products. I'm gonna just start giving them away. When they get announced, who knows? You have to stick around to find out. So drop that off here, and then make sure that you are following me over on Instagram now at Erin Budgets Aimlessly. Otherwise, that is all that I have for you today. Do remember to choose kindness, show gratitude, always keep a positive mindset, and I will see you in the next video.